Brothers and sisters, today being Thursday, let's just think a little bit about the Eucharist again. This great gift of the Lord, of Himself to us, the Church. And I want to look at one or two quotes by Pope St. John Paul. As you know, he was a great saint of the Eucharist in many ways. It was at the heart of his life. He said once that the Eucharist is the secret of my day. It gives strength and meaning to all my activities of service to the Church and to the whole world. Let Jesus and the Blessed Sacrament speak to your hearts. It is He who is the true answer to life that you seek. He stays here with us. He is God with us. Seek Him without tiring. Welcome Him without reserve. Love Him without interruption. Today, tomorrow, and forever. And then he says, evangelization through the Eucharist. In the Eucharist and from the Eucharist. These are three inseparable aspects of how the Church lives the mystery of Christ and fulfills her mission of communicating it to all people. In addition to the preaching of the message, the consummation of evangelization consists in the building up of the Church, which has no real existence without the sacramental life culminating in the Blessed Eucharist. And by here he means that the Eucharist is also termed to describe the whole action of the Mass, the ritual of the Mass, the Holy Mass. And when we celebrate the Mass, celebrate the Eucharist, the Church actually grows. This is teaching of Vatican II. The Church grows every time the Mass is celebrated. Not maybe before our eyes and in a quantitative way we could measure, but in a spiritual way, in a profound way. The fruits of the cross, the entire gift of redemption is renewed, you could say, is diffused even far and wide. And so we ask the Lord to deepen our understanding of this, deepen our understanding of how central the Lord is to each one of our lives, how central He is to be able to go and just see Him, just to sit in front of the Lord in the tabernacle, in the monstrance with Him exposed, and just to sit and simply go, wow, this is Lord, this is Jesus. Jesus, you're in front of me, you love me, you have all the answers to my problems, you have a love and a peace and a presence that nobody can give me but you, and everything is okay because I trust you. I trust you, Lord. I trust that you will take my day into your hands. I trust that you will look after my children. I trust you will pursue this job. And even if things, Lord, don't go according to the way that I plan it, I know, Lord, that you will reinstate all the evil that afflicts me into something greater. And there's the promise of Romans 8. All things work for the good for those who love God. God knows how to turn things to work for our good and the good of others. Often we just maybe don't realize what is actually good for us. So we expect X, Y, and Z. But we have to trust the Lord and that He knows what is the best for us. And that our lives in His hands. And so let's see if there's any other quotes by Pope John Paul. He says, it is pleasant to spend time with Him, to lie close to His breast, like the beloved disciple, and to feel the infinite love present in His heart. How can we not feel a renewed need to spend time in spiritual converse, in silent adoration, in heartfelt love before Christ's presence in the most holy sacrament? You see, spending time with the Eucharist is not just one devotion among other devotions. It is the devotion. It's where everything is geared and where everything has come from. It's come from Jesus Himself. And we can't always be in adoration, we know that. But to make visits to the Lord, to draw from Him, His active spiritual presence transforms us. And so, brothers and sisters, I hope that these words of Pope John Paul will touch us. Maybe one more quote. The Church has a special duty to safeguard and strengthen the sacredness of the Eucharist. In our pluralistic, so many beliefs, and often deliberately secularized society, the living faith of the Christian community, a faith always aware of its rights vis-a-vis those who do not share the faith, ensures respect for this sacredness. And then he says, the Eucharist is not only a particularly intense expression of the reality of the Church's life, but also in a sense its fountainhead. The Eucharist feeds and forms the Church, because it's Jesus. Because there is one bread, we who are many are one body, for we all partake of the one bread. In other words, we all partake of Christ, so we're made one. Because of this vital link with the sacrament of the body and blood of the Lord, the mystery of the Church is savoured, proclaimed, and lives supremely in the Eucharist. In other words, the mystery of the Church is in the body of Christ, one in Him. And this is why the Eucharist is the visible heart of all of us, of the Church, because Jesus is our heart.